Hey guys, welcome to a new video, and today we're going to talk about the new Archer Field Commander. I know that it's been a few days since this commander's come out, and I'm late to the party, but just going to quickly discuss the skills to start with. So, Sajar Aldur, if that's poor pronunciation, I apologize. Her primary skill is 1000 rage cost. When it's serving as the primary commander, it does 2800 direct damage factor. This is currently the highest in the game, if I'm not mistaken. Um, and then she has a more complex second part to her primary skill if she's working as the secondary commander, which is where you'll probably be using her, most likely. So if she's serving as the secondary commander for the next 10 seconds, whenever this commander heals a target, which would include their own troops, they also deal 80% percentage affected by their troops' attack of the heal strength as true damage to the target troop. So if we go to the bottom of this screenshot here, true damage is the calculation is not affected by the attacking troops' attack attributes or the defending troops' defense attributes. So obviously this is a bit ambiguous at the moment, just because we're not 100% sure how the troops' attack is affected in the percentage of the damage, but isn't affected by the true damage calculations. But I guess when it comes to the true damage calculations, it's just not including potentially the attack attribute buffs and defense attribute buffs, is what my understanding of that would be. And then this commander's troops is mighty healed for a large portion of its slightly wounded units, and this goes up to 2000 mighty healing factor. And the target of the damage loses 50% march speed for 3 seconds, which is really nice. This is quite a high healing factor. If you've been watching some of the big YouTubers like OmniArc, they've been explaining how mighty healing factor is stronger than normal healing. So on average, the mighty healing factor, based on testing, is at least 2 to 3 times stronger than normal healing. So for normal healing, 2000 mighty healing would be like 4000, 5000. So it's quite strong healing. The second skill is 35% health and 20% march speed. This is some of the highest march speed on archers, which is really nice. 35% health is a lot of health, which is going to make this commander very tanky, especially with how healing works. Like you're healing slightly wounded units, they're becoming more severely wounded units, so your hospital bill is going to be generally a lot greater. So if you have the health, you're going to be trying to mitigate that somewhat. And then the third skill, if this commander troops on the field, their troop takes 10% less normal damage, which is going to be nice against the smite commanders. Whenever their troop uses an active skill, it mighty heals up to 3 nearby allied or friendly troops, including this commander's troop, for a large portion of their slightly wounded units, which goes up to 500 mighty healing, which is really nice. The field troop part, it will not work in a rally context or garrison context or in a resource node. And I think this is going to bring a lot of utility to the open field, so she's not necessarily doing loads of buffs, but she's going to be helping you and your other marches in the open field. Braving the danger, this commander's troop takes less percent. Oh, we start that. The commander takes 20% less damage while on the map. While this commander's troop is on the map, whenever it is reduced to 60% units remaining, it will be mighty healed for a large portion of its wounded units, 5000, for the next 8 seconds. So I think my understanding of how healing works, especially when it's being loaded for the next 8 seconds, is it's not going to be like instantaneous healing. It might be like a scattered healing, kind of like normal attacks. Like you do normal attacks over turns. I think this is how healing factor is going to end up working. and that's how the true damage is also going to be working as well. So true damage is not going to be like a direct damage for skill damage where you do like 2,500 straight damage in one turn. I think true damage is going to be more of a Sargon type of damage where you're doing it over 5 seconds. I think that's how true damage and mighty healing is going to work in this game. And then takes 40% less attack and 40% less damage. So it's going to be doing less output, but it's also going to be super tanky, which is really nice. And then the expertise, whenever this commander troop heals a troop, for the next 3 seconds, the healed troop gains 10% defense, deals 20% more damage. So this is really nice for your own march, but then also for your other marches as well to do more normal damage, especially with smite commanders. This potentially is going to work so when you heal on your third skill or your other marches, potentially this is going to trigger as well, not just on your own heal, which is really nice. And yeah, that's the overview for all this commander's new skills. I think some of the best pairings are going to be Boudica Prime. She does a lot of, she doesn't do a lot, she does like 800 healing on her 4th skill, I believe, which may mean that you want to expertise your Boudicas now rather than run a 5-5-5 1 Boudica, so you get that extra healing and extra true damage. You got some other alternatives in the new Garrison. Looks like they could be field viable as well. So you could run her with the new field commander as the primary with AoE, which would be really nice. Alternatively, I think Herman would be pretty good as well, even though there's skill damage and synergy. I think if you run Herman with this new commander, it's going to be a super tanky commander that's doing poison and being both utility to your own marches and also offensively onto your target as well. So if you've enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.